There are places on this earth where time simply stopped moving forward. Here, in the cold embrace of the peaks, the modern world is nothing more than a distant, fading memory. Hidden behind walls of rock and ice, accessible only to those willing to risk the journey, lies a road that tests the spirit. Every turn is a step into the unknown. This is the edge of Pakistan, the frontier of the Hindu Kush, a place where the grip of the driver matches the weight of the silence stretching out into the abyss. For decades, this region was cut off from the world for 6 months every year. The Lowari Tunnel is more than just stone. It is a gateway between isolation and the world. But when the darkness breaks, it reveals a kingdom of light. A breathtaking shift from industrial shadow to the emerald splendor of a world untouched by time. Welcome to Chitral, the valley of the highest peak in the Hindu Kush. Here the river sings a song of the glaciers flowing past an ancient town. The people here are mountain royalty, proud, resilient, and connected to the stone. Their faces are maps of the terrain, weathered by the wind and ancient dignity. History here is carved into the walls of the Chitral fort. Each wooden door tells a story of 14 centuries of survival and quiet mountain power. This is the birthplace of freestyle polo. No rules, just pure, chaotic adrenaline. The dust rises as high as the spirits of the men who play. It's a game played with the intensity of war. Every swing of the mallet is a testament to the raw, untamed energy of the high mountains. But Chitral is only the beginning. As the snow turns violet under the setting sun, we prepare for the deeper mysteries that lie further ahead. Tomorrow, we go deeper, into valleys where the outside world rarely reaches, guided by the cold light of a headlamp and the ancient call of wilderness. We head to a place that defies logic and history. As the fog lifts, the jeep is readied for a journey into a hidden heart. The road to the Kalash valleys is unforgiving. Every swaying bridge is a reminder of fragility against the violent, rushing power of the mountain waters. A labyrinth of stone that has protected a secret for over 2,000 years. In this sunless depth, the world feels ancient and the air heavy. Here, nature dictates the schedule. You earn every mile by moving the earth itself, proving your worth to the mountains that stand guard over the path, pushing through the elements, leaving the modern world behind. The splash of mountain water is a baptism into the wild, raw energy of the high frontier. And then, the gorge opens up into paradise. Bumburay Valley greets us with walnut trees and wheat fields that cling to the earth like emerald tapestry. You are no longer in Pakistan. You have entered the world of the Kalash, a world of vibrant embroidery that stands out against the high mountains. The last Animist tribe of the Himalayas, the children of Alexander the Great. In their striking eyes, you see history that refused to be forgotten. Their clothing is a living museum. Every cowrie shell and every thread is woven with meaning, a sacred language worn directly upon the skin. They build their lives vertically, clinging to the slopes. A village where every roof is a garden and every patio a gateway into family life. Everything here is shaped by hand, just as it was centuries ago. The rhythm of the chisel is the pulse of a culture of craftsmen. Fire is sacred. The hearth is the center of the universe. In the smoky warmth, the world outside ceases to exist, replaced by crackling pine. Despite their isolation, there is a profound lightness to their spirit, a joy as raw as the mountain air, found in the simplest of moments. They worship the elements, the rain, the mountains, the harvest. When the clouds gather, the valley transforms into a saturated sanctuary of life and water. Their ancestors watch over the valleys from wooden sentinels. Carved from the very wood they once walked among, they stand guard with silent, eternal wisdom. Their traditions are an island in a sea of culture. The pouring of mulberry wine is a ritual of connection, a taste of unique heritage. To be here is to witness a beautiful, fragile anomaly. In the misty mountain air, every sip is a reminder of cultures persisting against all odds. As night falls, the valley prepares for something extraordinary. The shadows lengthen and the peaks catch last embers, signaling the start of a sacred time. It is the time of Joshi, the festival of spring. As dawn breaks, the rhythmic chanting of the people calls the life back to the earth, a celebration of life returning to the frozen mountains. The gathering of the women is a burst of color, a promise that spring has arrived. The rhythm is ancient, a heartbeat passed down through generations. In the linking of hands, the community becomes a single swaying entity of the ancestors. The drumbeat demands the attention of the gods. The elders' hands move with a power that transcends age, lost in the music that sustains them. Every step is a prayer. Every song is a history. In slow motion, the sway of headdresses becomes a visual prayer to the mountain spirits. They dance not for tourists, but for their own survival. The dust they kick up is a physical connection to the land they call home. The harvest is blessed. The community is bound together. The white milk is a symbol of purity, shared among the people as a sign of resilience. He is the future of a tribe, numbering less than 4,000. In his wide eyes, the tradition continues, a spark of wonder for the culture. You cannot just observe the Kalash, you become part of the rhythm. The shaky camera captures the chaotic joy of a celebration centuries old. Down here, life is loud. Up there, the silence is absolute. A contrast between vibrant energy and the eternal stillness of the high glaciers. But the festival is only one side of life. Beyond the music lies a world of quiet struggle and the daily task of leading life upward. Every step on the rocky incline is a testament to the endurance required to thrive in the high Hindu Kush. Daily survival requires strength. Even the goats must find a grip on impossible stone, a metaphor for the resilience of the people who call this home. In the textures of the hoof and the stone, we see the true grit of mountain life. They are people of the high pastures, tied to the earth and seasons. On this ridge, the shepherd looks out over an empire of stone, her robes catching the wind. From this height, the valley below is but a small pocket of life in a vast, indifferent wilderness. The mountains give life, but they can easily take it away. A time-lapse of gathering clouds is a reminder of how quickly the mood turns. In the Hindu Kush, the weather is not a backdrop. It is a powerful force that dictates the very rhythm of human survival. Flash floods are a constant threat. The environment is relentlessly harsh. The rushing river is a force that demands respect and constant vigilance from all. As the glacier melt swells the banks, the power of the water becomes a roaring reminder of nature's dominance. Resilience isn't a choice here. It's the only way to endure. The coordination of hands covered in mud is the true heartbeat of the valley. A family working together to mend what the water has broken is a scene of quiet, everyday heroism in the high mountains. We push further into Rumbur, where the modern world vanishes. Here the path narrows until only the most determined travelers can pass through the stone. It is a journey into the wildest heart of the Kalash world, where the cliffs stand as silent witnesses to history. The Kalash do not bury their dead in the earth. In this sacred space, the cycle of life and death is visible to the sky. Open wooden coffins lie among the trees, a final and respectful return to the elements that sustained them throughout their long lives. They return them to the elements, leaving them open to the sky. Over the decades, wood and bone become one with the forest floor. A single plant growing from within a weathered coffin is a powerful image of life emerging from the cycle of the ancient earth. Great men are honored with wooden effigies, keeping watch forever. The cracked, ancient wood of the warrior statue is a sentinel of memory and silence. Guarding the cemetery in the Rumbur Valley, these statues stand as eternal reminders of the proud legacy of the Kalash. It forces you to think about your own legacy. What do we leave behind? Sitting by rushing water, the traveler records the journey's weight. In the solitude of the riverbank, the magnitude of the Hindu Kush becomes a mirror for one's own reflections. Here, legacy isn't built in concrete, it's built in memory and song. The blur of ink under rain is a reminder of our ephemeral stories. A single drop of water on a handwritten page captures the fragile beauty of recording history in a world that is constantly changing. Every skill is an inheritance, a thread connecting the past to present. The speed of the weaver's hands is a living link to ancestors. As the willow branches are woven together, so too are the generations of the Kalash, bound by the strength of their shared traditions. The light in the Hindu Kush has a different texture. It feels heavy and ancient. The valley is bathed in a glow that holds centuries. As the sun dips low, the dust in the air sparkles like gold, illuminating the terraced fields in a final majestic salute to the day. As the cold sets in, the community retreats to the hearth. The rising smoke is a signal of sanctuary, connecting the home to the sky. From the chimneys of the stacked wooden houses, the evening mist carries the scent of pine and the promise of warmth within. They have little in the way of possessions, but their wealth is in each other. In soft light, family laughter is the true riches. Gathered around the fire, the stories of the day are shared, reinforcing the bonds that have kept this culture alive for 2,000 years. This valley is a sanctuary, a fragile bubble of the past. As stars emerge, the world outside feels even more distant, leaving only mountain peace. The deep indigo of the night sky settles over the peaks, a blanket of silence that guards the secrets of the Hindu Kush. You realize how small the rest of the world seems from up here. The vivid sweep of the Milky Way is a cosmic mirror to spirit. Across the dark night sky, the galaxy reveals its full splendor, untainted by city lights, a celestial ceiling over the hidden kingdom. The Kalash are a reminder that there are still mysteries left to find. In the reflection of fire, we see a world that continues shining. The traveler's gaze into the lens is a silent invitation to remember that even in the most remote corners, the human spirit endures. But the mountains of the north hold even deeper secrets. Tomorrow, we climb. The fade to black is a preparation for the heights that await. As the sound of the river and the distant drumbeat lingers, the journey concludes, leaving only the memory of the Hindu Kush.